Hey everyone, how's it going? All right, happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Great, great, nice, Dave. Yes, awesome. Oh man, fajitas. We're starting off this webinar real strong, just constant food. You guys know the way to my heart. I love it. That's so cool. I think the last time I did a webinar outside of our Photo Day Weekly, I made a gallery and it was specifically about tacos. So yeah, we may have to keep that going, that theme going. Um, there are a lot of great taco choices. I'm partial right now to the Korean beef taco, but there are others. What are some of your guys' favorite tacos while we wait for some other people to get online here? This is not a webinar about tacos, by the way. This is this is going to be a webinar about how to do galleries, but specifically how to do photo day galleries that are group and public galleries. So if you're new to Photo Day or you need a little bit of a refresher, maybe you haven't used this in a while and the season's picking back up, we've added some new features, some cool and exciting things. So we want to go ahead and get a how-to process going for you guys so you can get a little bit more familiar with how to successfully create a group and public gallery and to be able to create, publish, and then share that gallery with your customers. So it'd be really cool. Yes, green beef tacos are the best. My favorite. But yeah, so who do we have here? I see Dave's here, Lisa's here, Dan's here. Hey, how's it going, guys? If at any point you guys have questions, feel free to go ahead and ask. I'll be here. Lisa will be here moderating as well to answer any questions if you have any. If you're feeling shy and I cover something that you have a little bit more, you need a little bit more explanation about, or you have some more questions, feel free as always to reach out in the support chat bubble. That's where I live, Stevie lives, Lisa lives. So we're always there to answer any of your questions. So don't feel like you have to answer here in front of everyone, but if you want to share with the class, then feel free. So hello from, ooh, nice. Hello, how's it going? Hey, Angie. Hey, Bob. Rid Rigdons? How do you say that? How do we pronounce that there? I'm really bad with last names, so unless it's like Smith, and I'm probably gonna mispronounce it. But oh man. I hope everyone's having a good August. I can't believe we're already here. I feel like it was March for 7 months, and then all of a sudden it was August. So it feels kind of good that we're, kind of doing the victory lap here in 2020, finally finishing this thing out. But we're already in mid-August, which is crazy. But it's been quite a year. Rick Duns. Got it. I appreciate that. Very phonetic. You guys are already my favorite. All right, guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to share my screen with you guys and get set up with a group and a public gallery. So the first thing that I want to show you guys here, this is going to be your storefront or not your storefront, your studio dashboard with Photo Day. Two main things. We do provide 3 different galleries for you with Photo Day. And there's the 3 galleries that we provide are public galleries, group galleries, and then we also have private galleries. We already did a webinar. Lisa did a great job last week going over private galleries and what kind of job that's perfect for and how that's all laid out, the structure for that. But these are for your group and your public galleries. The main difference between a public and a group gallery is your level of accessibility. So when you are creating a public gallery, your public gallery is accessible by an access code that you create, but also the HTML link that is included in your settings with your gallery. With a group gallery, that gallery is only accessible with the access code only. So if you share that link, that's cool. That's great. Like it'll work. We include it on the flyers, and I'll show you guys all about flyers and stuff like that. But it will only send them to galleries.photoday.io, which isn't a bad landing page. And I strongly encourage you, if you are all about your SEOs with your website and things like that, to go ahead and use galleries.photoday.io as a landing page on your website to help clients that go to your website to funnel through to get access to the gallery. So again, like the most important thing here is getting the information to your customers so they can opt in. And that's just a really simple way to do it, is by creating a landing page for that. And we also include an article on how to get that started. All right, so first things first, when you are creating a gallery, I'm going to go with group. I'm feeling kind of good with group today. I don't think I'm going to go over public. I think like I'm not going to create both galleries. I'm just going to create the one. But the first thing that we want to do is we need to create the job. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to my job, and then I'm going to add a new job. So here is where I'll create the name. That's going to be the name. PhotoDay team. I feel like we're youths, but that's not really who we are. I'm going to go portraits, organization. So I didn't create an organization. So I'm like, bummer. What am I going to do? I need to create an organization before I can save. You can actually just click plus, and it'll take you to the window to create an organization. So if you forget to do that, you can go ahead and do that right here. So the organization name, we're going to be PhotoDay Notes Best Team Ever. Not biased at all. I'm gonna make Lisa the boss. Lisa at photoday.io if you want to hang out with her. And then I'm going to add organization. So now you can see the PhotoDay organization has been listed right there. So if I go back to my organization and then just click this little arrow, recycle, you're going to see the organizations listed right there. So I have the title of the job. Keep in mind the title of the job is going to be something that your customers see. So you don't want to just put anything there. You do want to be representative to the organization or the job. I can make the screen bigger. Yes. How are we feeling about that, Dan? All right. You guys don't all have glasses and magnifying glasses? I thought you're photographers, and we all have crappy eyes like me. All right, so picture day date has already happened. It happened in the past. We're going to say August 1st. Number of subjects. This is optional. You don't have to put this, but this will help greatly with your insights. So for here, I'm going to put 15. And then the time zone, this was taken in our home office, which is located in Winter Park. So perfect. Okay, good. I'm glad it looks a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that time zone. This is something particular if you are going to utilize our publish now or publish later feature with your galleries. If you publish later, it's actually tied into your time zone. So you get to pick the time if you're wanting to, let's say, go on vacation, or you have a doctor's appointment or something like that, but you know that the best time to publish galleries is somewhat of the midday on Monday, especially if you have the shoot on Saturday and you're able to get those pictures up on Monday, but you have something else going on, you can go ahead and publish later. So that's a feature that we have included with all of our galleries, which is something that's really cool. And it's tied into this. So that's something that's super important, because if you put 9 a.m. and you're in California time, in Pacific time, then that might not be good to have it at Eastern Standard Time. But for this one, we're all located on the East Coast, so I'm going to keep it at Eastern. All right. So we've created our job. You can edit any of your, the quick access things right here that I just created: the date of the shoot, the organization, number of subjects, access code. That's something that is super important. That's true. That's true. Yeah, we only have 2 eyes, but I think my camera has like 56 points of focus. So yeah, I trust that sometimes a little bit better than my eye. You're very, very correct there. All right, so we're going to go ahead. These are going to be kind of like your steps for getting started with your public and group gallery. This is where we actually get started in selecting what type of gallery we want. So we need to set up the group access. So is it going to be private, group, or public. Like I said, I'm going to do a group gallery today, but keep in mind that the difference between these two is accessibility with the access code, and then the HTML link. So with public, you have the HTML link as well as the access code to access the public gallery, but the group gallery is only accessible with the access code that you generate. So if you wanted to customize your link a little bit, you do have the opportunity to do that right here, where you can manipulate the tail end of your HTML link. And then here is the access code. If you do not generate, if you do not have an access code, we will gladly generate one for you, like it's listed right here. But usually you want to create something that's going to be fast and easy for your customers to remember. So we are going to do Go Beyond. It is not case sensitive, but I am in the habit of just doing that. All right, so I'm going to put Go Beyond PD. And then the expiration date. So this is really up to you. PhotoDay we suggest that you don't include an expiration date. If you are in the habit of creating an expiration date in order to incentivize sales, that is something that you can consider, but you can also coordinate with us to generate like a best price series or an expiration series to kind of like boost and motivate sales. There's other ways to create urgency that's not necessarily an expiration date. The worst thing you want to do is create halt points for your customers where they wanted to, maybe they were caught up doing something within the first 30-day sales cycle, which is a pretty typical online sales cycle, and then they go on 6 weeks later and then the gallery is expired. So not only are they missing out on these memories, but you're also missing out on those sales. So you can change this at any point, but we always like to say by default, don't go ahead and include an expiration date. You can always add that later. Oh, the customize the gallery link. Yeah, this is just somewhere where you could, if you wanted to change the tail end of the gallery link, you could. So if I wanted to say Go Beyond instead, it's just going to be the tail end of the link. But again, the HTML gallery link really isn't going to be effective with the group gallery, with a group type gallery. It's only going to be something that you really want to focus on for a public gallery. So that's something that where your customers will be able to see and click on that to access the gallery itself. You can have the HTML link customized for a group gallery, but your customers won't be able to utilize it. It'll just send them to galleries.photoday.io. But it's just the tail end of the HTML link. Yeah, no problem, Mike. So that is with the gallery link, the access code, and then the expiration. So when you're all set with that, up at the top you have save. And if by some chance, if your gallery access code has already been taken, it will warn you. But if it hasn't, you're good to go, and this light will show up green. All right, so once you do the gallery access, the next thing that we want to do is we want to go ahead and set up our storefront. This is where you're going to, if you're going to do AP, which I'm going to do for this gallery, I'll show you AP plus publishing. This is where you'll set that up, as well as create and add your price sheet here. So for the credit sheet, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do that. You right click or click on the link and it'll send you, again, it'll open up a new window where you can go to your store settings, advanced pay, and set up your credit sheet. You can set up to 4 AP credits if you would like. I'm going to do 1 just to incentivize, get some skin in the game for those customers to go ahead and purchase. Always a good idea too, when you create an advanced pay credit, to incentivize it with some sort of offer. And I'll show you guys how to do that as well. So the credit sheet, I'm going to say it's going to be AP. We're going to go for fall. And then I'm just going to do 1. I am going to do just a little one here. I'm just going to do not 25. I'm just going to do 20. And then you can create an optional description here, especially if you're doing, let's say, like a genre like dance and you have like multiple costumes, or if you have, you want to capture some more data and you want to say, you want to give them special instructions on what you want them to do or how they can utilize this or anything like that, you can add those special instructions right here. So use this advance pay credit for your order and save, because I'm going to attach a offer to that. So right here, I have that. You do not need to fill these in. And then you saw the little green indicator up at the top where it said that it had been saved. So now I can go back to my job, my PhotoDay team job, and then I can go ahead, just out of habit, I click refresh, and then here is my credit sheet. I'm going to go ahead and add that. Now I want to go ahead and create an offer. At any time, if you guys are confused about any of this stuff, we do have like tips that are here along the way, as well as like little question marks all like sprinkled throughout our PhotoDay studio dashboard. So feel free if you have questions about certain things. If you see a little indicator or if anything's in blue or green, those are like little quick tips for you to help answer any questions before you kind of reach out to us. But as always, I mean, we're right here. All right, so I want to go ahead and create an offer. I have some offers in here, but I want to create a new one just to show you guys how it's done. So I'm going to go ahead and click to the right. It is really nice that you don't have to leave your job in order to do these things if you did, if you need to like multitask. So that I really do like that we have that feature. For this AP offer for this gallery, I'm going to include a free shipping offer. So I'm going to go ahead and click create a new shipping offer. And I'm going to call it fall 2020 save. The offer code will be free for all. I am going to put a minimum order amount because this is a free shipping offer. I want to go ahead and set a minimum like dollar amount for their order. I don't want them, I don't want to be paying for shipping for everyone. I want to incentivize a minimum order that's purchased. And because my AP credit is $25, a good rule of thumb is to go ahead and set it to that, or at least 25, 35, depending on the lab that you choose and the shipping. Keep in mind that free shipping offer is going to be for economy or ground, whatever the lowest shipping that your lab provides. It will only be for that. So if your customer decides to bump up their shipping to a priority or an express, they will be paying for that and they will not be taking advantage of that offer. It won't let them. So I'm going to go ahead and set it to 25. An expiration date. This is super important. When I create an offer expiration date, even if it's an AP offer, it's still an offer. I want to go ahead and give the people that purchase the AP credit that have the offer attached to it time to use this offer. So when they are purchasing their photo order, that this offer will not be expired. So if I am going to, like, again, a normal online sales cycle is 4 to 6 weeks. I'm going to go ahead and set my expiration date if I want to use an expiration date 4 to 6 weeks out from when I plan to publish the gallery. I'm not going to do it when I'm going to stop AP credits or anything like that. This is an offer that I'm going to make sure that people that purchase an AP credit are able to utilize down the road. So some people, which is really great. Some people don't put a date on it. Some people put a year. Like if you don't use it, you lose it, after a year. So it's totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and set mine for the end of the year. I feel like that's enough time to give people an incentive. And also, I'm not going to expire this gallery. I'm also trying to think ahead into a holiday sales cycle where maybe they don't purchase right away, but then I offer different products for the holiday season. And I still want those people that purchase an AP credit to take advantage of free shipping. So I still will keep this offer live for them. You can do max redemptions. That's like just a different marketing strategy. If you want to say the first, 10 people will save this amount of money or get free shipping, this is where you can attach that max redemption. So I'm going to go ahead. For this case, I'm not going to include that. So I have that saved. Free for all. I actually might change my code. So I'm going to change that. Free for all. It's just free for AP. And then I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to go back to my job. I'm going to refresh one more time, and I see my AP offer right here. If I want to collect customer data from people that purchase an AP credit, I would go ahead and toggle this on. By default, it's off, but if you want to collect that data, you absolutely can. This is really great if you're using AP as almost like a deposit where you need those names, or if you just want to start collecting those names for if you are doing composite work too, where you may need their names and maybe a private gallery isn't really a good fit for this particular organization. This is a great place where you can collect customer data. Preview storefront. This is when your customers will access the gallery to purchase an AP credit. Do you want them to see your price sheet? Do you want them to see the storefront with the packages, your featured products, your a la carte options? Do you want them to kind of get an idea of what the products are going to cost? If you do, then you're going to toggle this on. I'm not going to be able to toggle it on right now because I need to add a price sheet. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. And next, I'm going to save. All right, so if I want to create a price sheet, I'm going to go back up to store and I'm going to do a price sheet. I'm not going to go in, these are all my price sheets. So I like to keep up to date with all of the labs. The nice thing with PhotoDay is we have 7 partner labs, and you do not need to be exclusive to any of them. You can pick and choose which ones you want depending on what products they offer and what themes. Or the location of the lab sometimes matters, or just, you know, all of that. The nice thing about all of our partner labs is that let's see. The nice thing about the partner labs is that they all are great with color, quality, and customer service, which we really appreciate. So it just gets a little bit specific the further into some details that you get. Bob asked, any plans to allow us to edit the customer data that is collected? Name is good, but would it be good to be able to add sport, team, etc.? That's where, like, in the description for the AP credit, you could absolutely add that criteria. That is a feature request that we do get a lot, and it is something that the development team is considering and like working on. So that is a really good idea, Bob, to do that. Depending on the type of job, maybe it could populate like a different like field for you. So yeah, so great idea. There are plans for that, but I don't TBD on something like that to be implemented. But yeah, great idea. Okay, so creating a price sheet. When I want to create a new price sheet, I'm going to go ahead and label it. I'm going to label, for this case, I'm going to label it the job, because this price sheet will only be used for this job. All right, not picking favorites. I'm just going to go to the top one. So I'm going to utilize Reedy markup. This is if you want to create a overarching markup for all of your products. You can customize each item after you create this markup, but you need to go ahead and do like a specific one. I'm going to do a percentage. I'm going to mark things up 100%. Remember how I was saying that at any point you have these little question marks or those green little buttons? Here's another one right here. So I'm going to create my price sheet. All right, so from here, you can add your print products, your digital products, your packages. This is also, we do get this question a lot, where like, how much does shipping cost, or how long does it take, or anything like that. This is going to be your description for that. Under shipping rates, you can see for Reedy, because that's the lab that I chose for this particular price sheet, we have $4.95 for ground, $10.95 for priority, and $18.95. With that free shipping offer, they're only going to get, you're only paying out of pocket for $4.95 for those customers that utilize that AP offer. And then the estimated time for delivery is 7 to 10 days. So you can kind of get a gauge of this. This is in business days, so do keep that in mind. And depending on your area and the things that are happening with shipping right now, you may experience some delays, but we do notify your customers about that during checkout, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add some print products. I'm going to go with some popular ones. If you watched our PD Weekly, 4x6 is pretty popular. I'm also going to add 5x7. I'm going to add those. 8x10 is always a solid choice. And then I'm going to go for wallets. Here, if you want to add different items like plaques, specialty items, banners, this is all going to be subsets for you to choose from. I don't know if you guys have saw this from, not this one. There's another one in here from Reedy, this acrylic keychain, real cool. I saw that one of the trade shows we did, so I'm gonna add that. I really like that one. but you can add whatever you want. You can also change the quantity. If you don't want to sell the keychain, for example, in a set of one, if you want to double it up, you can do that right here. Keep in mind, if you double it up at this point in your price sheet, that you will only be offering that as that quantity. They won't be able to change that. They can only go up from there. So while it's 4x6 is 5x7, that feels pretty good for now. I'm going to go ahead and add those. So these are my print products. So my retail price is pretty low. I'm going to go ahead and change that. Again, those question marks are there. This is what the lab is charging you for this product. This is your markup. This is what the customer sees at the retail price, and then the photo day fee. If my free shipping offer AP 35, should shipping be? It depends. It does depend on the lab, and then also the quantity of products purchased. I know some labs in particular, Conrad, if you have lab products and that cost for those products is a certain threshold, if it's over like $10, then the lab does provide a little bit of a shipping discount for you, and it does drop down. It just depends on the lab. So every lab is going to be different, and the shipping rates are going to be different. So do keep that in mind, and you can always find that right here specifically for your lab. But if I want to change any of the retail prices, I can go ahead and do that. So if I want to charge for a 4x6, if I want to charge $10, I can go ahead and modify that, and it'll update live. Even when this gallery is published, it will update my price sheet live. If anyone has anything stored in their cart, it will dump their cart. So keep that in mind as well. But if you're doing some sort of like special, or if you're swapping out price sheets, let's say, after that sales cycle, you want to go ahead and create like a price increase instead of expiring the gallery, you can absolutely do that. And then you can switch out your price sheet live, and it'll go ahead and update your whole gallery live too. So I can do that. So you have a little picture, what the product is. We went through all of this, as well as the description. If you wanted to include special instructions, especially for those people that provide composite work, and they use 8x10 for their memory mate instead of actually providing a memory mate product that's themed by the lab, you can adjust your product description here and alter it to say like, this is for the your digital memory mate, please choose this option, whatever. You can give special instructions here, which is really nice. Once you change it and save it, you can't go back to the default, to keep that in mind as well, but we do give you the flexibility to change that. And then again, if you change your mind, you can click on any of this for the quantity or the price. If you change the price like I am here, I'm going to change it to $12 and I'm going to save it. It's going to make sure I confirm and check that once more, and then it's going to update live. If I want to feature a product for my customers, if I don't want them digging through my product gallery to find something, if I know that 8x10s are a big seller and I want to feature those right under my packages on my storefront, I can go ahead and do that by clicking on the star, and that will update live in my storefront. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and create a package to show you guys how that is done. I'm going to call this a Prince Plus Digital. Great for the family that wants a little bit of everything. I can include great value. Well, instead of saying that, say 15%. The package description, we already provide a detailed description of what is included in your package. So the package description is a great spot for you to utilize marketing. This is valuable real estate, not only in your package name. Long gone are the days of putting package A, B, C, D. You no longer need to do that. You can go ahead and use the package name to either quickly describe what's included in the package or who the package is perfect for. And then in the package description, it's always a good spot to include special instructions, Who are you marketing this package for? And then are they saving with this versus if they bought a la carte? Some studios decide, and I agree with this method, to not include, just certain items in the a la carte. They only provide it in the packages, and this is a great way to do that by describing that right here in the package description. So for this, if they buy this print plus digitals, they're going to save 15% versus if they bought all of these items in the a la carte option. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and include the prints. I want to incentivize multi-pose, so I'm actually going to add multiple lines of the same product. So if you went and did a 5x7 pack of 2, that means that they can purchase 2 5x7s, but it will be 1 pose. If you want them to utilize multi-pose, then you need to line item the products in your package. So I'm going to add 2 5x7s, and then I'm also going to include digital because this is prints plus digital. And I'm going to include 1 high res. I'm going to include another high res. And then I think I'm going to go back and I'm going to add, in the prints, I'm going to add an 8x10. All right, so this is where you would go ahead and set up your price. Again, it's going to double confirm with you to make sure you have it. All right, so prints plus digital. Now I have that included in there. That's a really quick price sheet. Nothing too fancy about it. Again, spend the time. We have sample price sheets available to you that you can fully manipulate. And just to kind of get you going, we also have a lot of blog posts and resources available to you guys if you get stuck with price sheets. So don't feel like this is just a blank canvas. You have to start from scratch. I'm just showing you that you can and how to do that. All right, so we're going to go back to the job. Setting up my storefront. All right, I want to go ahead and I want to add my price sheet. PhotoDay team. This is where I get to pick my themes. If I have theme products, this is where your customers will see the specific theme. You can select more than one theme. You are not limited to just one theme. You could select all of the themes if you wanted to. But for this, I'm going to go ahead and select universal. What I included so far, nothing was themed in there. You still have to, by default, select a theme, even if no themes will be available to your customers based off the products that you choose in your price sheet. But that just is something that we create within your product storefront. So I created a universal, or I generated a universal activity for my price sheet, and then a PhotoDay theme. I'm going to go ahead, if I needed to remember like what that price sheet was, I can view it really quick. It'll open up a new window, which is really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and save. Now that that light is green. Okay, so now that I have gone ahead and I'm just going to refresh. I have my AP credit. I have my AP credit offer. I want to go ahead and give them the availability to preview that storefront. So I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to save that. And now I'm going to go ahead and kick this into AP status. I'm going to get that going. So I just go up at the top and then I go ahead and then I select AP. It's gone now because it's already in that status. So now you can see the status of the job. If I go back to jobs, it's going to be yellow for an AP status, which is great. So if people go to this gallery, which I will show you guys what it looks like. All right, so this is what will populate for on the Studio Dash or on mobile web browser. It is very similar on the PhotoDay app. PhotoDay app is going to be your easiest and most streamlined version to use for your customers. So do keep that in mind, but this is what it looks like if you want to get familiar with it. It's going to talk about what AP is, and if you've attached any offers, we're going to remind them right here to how to go ahead, what it is, and then they can go, oh, I like that. I'm going to go ahead and purchase it. So they can go ahead and purchase. This is the storefront that I was talking about. Again, I don't really have a lot of things in my price sheet, but if I did, it would be a lot fuller here. But you can click on that. It'll show you, see how it has the products. It has my description right here. And then if they click on anything, it'll go ahead and give them the description right below the product as well, the stock image. So all that stuff's there. All right, no questions. Either you guys are asleep or I'm doing a good job of describing stuff. So either way, it feels good. It feels good. All right, so now I have my gallery in AP status. I'm gonna go ahead and upload my photos to go ahead and get that started. Like I said, I've already done the shoot. So you have two choices. You can upload folders or you can just upload the photos. Folders is a pretty good feature to upload your pictures because while you can select your main folder, and then just like a Russian nesting doll, anything that is a folder within that main folder is going to populate as a tag in your gallery. So if tags is a search feature you want your customers using, which I do in this group gallery, then I'm gonna go ahead and select folder versus image. So I have my PhotoDay headshots, I have all of these subfolders, and I'm going to go ahead and click upload. It's going to confirm, do I want to upload these items? Yes, absolutely I do. And then it's going to go ahead and get started on the upload process. Another great thing is I'm not stuck here. If these pictures are uploading and I need to go do something else like generate a flyer, I don't have to stay here at this or on this page. I can go ahead and move around, which is really great. So I just go ahead and go to marketing. And now we get to generate a flyer. We have a new flyer system for you guys, and which is really cool. We have a lot of new cool features with our flyers. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what it looks like. If you need any questions or if you haven't checked out the new flyer feature, this is what will pop up, which is really nice. So we're going to create a new flyer. The flyer name is going to be PhotoDay Team. The flyer type, I'm going to do an advanced pay flyer because I need to get people to opt into my advanced pay gallery. So I'm going to go ahead and create that. Okay, so my image, I'm going to choose to include an image in this. So I'm going to go ahead and upload. I'm going to go ahead and pick the team picture, even though it's a horizontal picture. It's one of my favorites. So we have designs. We'll be adding more designs, but right now we just have basic details. You can choose to remove the image. You don't have to have the image. The title, you can change the title, as well as the picture day date. If you have a shoot that's over multiple days, you can choose to hide that and they won't see it. But for this, well, it's already happened, so I'll go ahead and get rid of it. I don't need it. And then we provide copy for you in the description of the flyer, but feel free to completely change that around if you would like. Keep in mind that the flyer is something that's going to get people to opt into the gallery. So we want to keep things short, sweet, and to the point. The more words you give parents, the less they're going to read is sometimes what it turns out to be. So keep it short and sweet. The offer, I've included that AP offer, remember, so it will automatically populate in my gallery, which is awesome. Or on my flyer, sorry, also in my gallery, but I'm going to go ahead and save that. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Is there a way to list multiple dates in the flyer? Yes. So if I wanted to go ahead and do that, let's say I wanted to hide this, instead of saying right here, I can do picture day, days, and then I can just write like September, or I can just modify it. So 25th through 27th. You can do something like that. But this is where you'll be able to do that, Nicholas. If you want to go ahead and change like multiple days, you'll go ahead and remove it from the flyer and then add it in your description box. So yeah, absolutely, no problem. Okay, so I've saved it. I can go ahead and I can choose to share it, or I can download it. Oops, I don't need to change it. So I can download this if I want to go ahead and share it, or if I want to email it to my league organization. If I want to go ahead and send it to Lisa, I can go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it'll automatically populate, which is great. You need to see this. So that's the subject line that I'm going to send to my league organization contact. We also provide copy for you, but also feel free. This is just to get you started, to be consistent. This is a new process for you, so we just don't want you to feel like you just have a blank canvas. We want to help you guys with getting the information out there. But if there are certain things that you want to add, like, you know, keep in mind, like, you know, especially if it's advanced pay, like make sure that the kiddos like have full pads if it's football, or, you know, all of that. Make sure they have, you know, shoes and socks, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it happens. They show up in sliders on picture day. So you can include that in there, and then that will go to the league organization. This is included in the body of the email, and then the flyer is included as a PDF, which is really cool. Also, which is neat with the PDF, is if they open it online, that link that's included in it is live. It's an embedded link. But if you print it, you have the access code right there. So you have multiple ways that your organization can utilize these flyers, which is really cool. All right, so I have the flyer. I sent it off to my contact for my organization. I'm gonna go check on these photos, see how they're doing. All right. I don't have that additional step that I have to do when getting my job to go live. So I can go ahead and click on the images, and it'll show the pictures in here. If I want, just so you guys know, these are real pictures. This is our team. This is real. So John, Lisa, everybody, the names might be a little different, but that's okay. I also have in here like team photo. If I wanted to include this team photo in all of the other tags, I can do that really easily by selecting this image and then clicking on the tag and adding a tag. I can just, it'll automatically populate below the field. So I can just go ahead and start pressing down and enter, and it will slowly add that team photo to all the kids. Well, these are adults, but still, you know, you get the idea. So now when I press update, if I go back to Kristen's, now her pictures are in there as well as the team photo. So they're not like kind of zooming in and out and around to find all of the pictures, which is really nice. Okay, so now I have everybody got my flyer, they opted in, they checked it out. I'm ready to publish. I'm ready to publish now. It's around the good time, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. But before I go ahead and do publish, I want to make sure that all my boxes are green to go. So it looks like boop, boop, boop. I am in advanced pay, I have my photos, my marketing, set my flyers, my insights. This is the insights section, is where you can see who unique views. These are people that have not subscribed. So anytime we just went there, I showed you an example, it's already calculated that is one unique view. That you can see when customers subscribe, you will be able, or opt in, you can see the information populate right here below. And then this is where it's going to generate the your analytics for your insights for your job. So this is, you can export this. There's no information right here, but if you needed that information specifically for a job, we do provide that in a CSV file, so you can export that data and use it however you see fit, which is really nice. All right, so I am ready to publish. I'm going to publish now. Make sure you read this. Keep in mind, when you are ready to publish, you've done everything, you've got the flyers out there, you have a good opt-in rate, people are aware of it, and you're ready to get started, you hit publish now. Once you hit publish, you're going to kick off a SMS marketing series to your customers. So they're going to get a text message letting them know that the gallery's been published. We do this one time. We do not do this every time you hit publish. So if you are kind of testing things out and getting familiar, or you want to make sure things are running smoothly, we strongly suggest creating a demo gallery, or you are looking through one of our demo galleries. We have 3 for all the different gallery types to get familiar with what it looks like on the customer end. Because once you hit publish and that series kicks off, we can't kick it off again. We can help you if that does happen, but there's no way to turn that back on. So we can't snip, snap, snip, snap. We can't keep going with that. So once you publish and it is good to go. All right, my job is published. It's good to go. I am going to go ahead and look. If I go ahead to the gallery and if I refresh it, I'll go back to galleries. PhotoDay team. If I had a organization image that I wanted to include, a PNG, it would populate like this. But I didn't, so it just did the portrait. All right, so this is where this is what your customer will see. They'll see face find as a search option, they'll see tags, and then they'll see all photos. You can turn any of these on or off. So you can pick any combination you would like. Those tags that I was talking about, they're all listed right here. I know it's really small. I don't know. I can't make it any bigger. So this is all in alphabetical order, which is really nice. So you can see everything's listed right here. One of our front-end developers, great guy, real sassy, as you can tell from his funny photo right there. But yeah, so you'll be able to see all of Chris's photos. So you can go ahead and click on that, and then click buy, and then you have all the gallery options or the storefront options once again. So like I said, with a group gallery, you are only able to access that gallery through the access code. So they either text that access code or they go to galleries.photoday.io. If you use this link, let's say I go ahead and copy that link and I want to see, and I share that with people, what's going to happen is it's going to take them right to galleries.photoday.io and they have to enter in that access code. If this was a public gallery and I gave them that HTML link, it would go right to the gallery. So it's that added layer of protection. Not quite a public or a private gallery, but still a little different than a public gallery for sure. So public, private, and group. Oh man. So we have that. All right. So let's fast forward into the future a little bit. I have done my AP credits. I have AP credit sales. I've published my gallery, got my pictures up there properly organized. I have a price sheet that I'm happy with. Now I'm ready. The gallery's been up there for a while. People are purchasing. We're at about 4 weeks in the sales cycle. And I want to go ahead and do a special promotion. Either there's something going on with the organization, or I want to go ahead and round out the sales cycle and do one more like boost in sales. I can go ahead and now from Monday, I can generate a gallery promotion, which is really cool. So if I want to include a gallery offer, I can go ahead and do that here. I can attach it. I'm back in my job. I'm in my settings. I go all the way down to gallery promotions. This is where I can put a unique gallery promotion into my gallery for my customers to see. If I want to go ahead and create, let's do a different incentive. Instead of it being free shipping, I'm going to go ahead and do like a discount instead of just a shipping offer. I'm going to go ahead and create a new one. I'm going to call this fall promo. And then I'm going to call it, let's go ahead and say 5 off. It's a fixed dollar amount and it's for $5 off. Chris just found out that he's in the webinar. All right, so I can just do $5. Next, do I want a minimum order amount? Absolutely, I do. You cannot, because of the price structure and the way that the storefront is created within PhotoDay, you cannot give things away for free, especially like 100% discount. That does come up in support. We do see that a lot. You need to create an offer that will incentivize sales, but also cover the cost of the order. So with the different, you have product costs, you have your PV fee, your taxes, you have shipping, you have, your Stripe fee. Don't forget about that. You have all these different things. So you don't want to give 100% discount on anything. It won't work. It'll actually create a negative experience for your customer because you'll get an error. So I want to make sure that if they're getting $5 off their purchase, they're going to do a minimum purchase of $50. So I'm going to set that minimum at $50. I'm going to do, this is going to be a short promo. I'm only going to do it for a week. So I'm going to get this started and then I'm going to expire it within a week. Max redemptions. I'm going to leave this optional and leave it blank. But if I wanted, to do like some sort of crazy deal, but I only wanted that for the first like 10 people, then I would, that's where I would put that. So do I want free shipping? No. I just want them to save $5 off a $50 purchase. But if I did, I can go ahead and toggle that off. Code is too short. Dang it. All right. I have to create a longer code. All right. Let's see. We'll do save. save $5. Oh gosh. I know how to spell, I'm sorry. All right, not really great. If I wanted to generate it, like if you're like me, you're not very good at creating those codes, you can go ahead and generate it. I'm gonna leave it like that and generate it. So I'm gonna do $5 off again. Fixed dollar amount, yes, it's gonna be 50. I'm going to only have this promo for a week. No max redemptions. They're also not taking it, they're not gonna get free shipping, but now I have that fall promo. So now if I go back to my job, click that little recycle button, fall promo right there. Go ahead and save it. Just gonna access the gallery once again. Yes, absolutely. We will have a good list of offers to include. All right, access my gallery. Right here is the promo that you can see up at the top. Oh gosh. There it is. And there's Joy, and there's Kristen, and then there's Henry. Henry, I don't know if you guys can tell which one is this his funny photo. They're so close. But right here, you can see this offer is generated. Also, a pretty cool thing that happens is, all right, so I have this offer now live in this. Let me make sure. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I have my product in here. I'm going to go check out. Now I'm trying to remember what the offer code was. Let's say they want to try to use that. It doesn't meet the minimum, so I have to add more stuff. So if they try to do it, it'll block them from doing it. So that's kind of nice that it'll remind them like that offer is there. But if you want to utilize it, you're going to need to add more to your cart. And once they do, it'll apply live, which is really nice. All right, guys, we did it. Group and public galleries. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. But that is the basic structure of creating and a public and group gallery and making those galleries live and creating offers, price sheets, advanced pay credits, all of that stuff. Another great thing, if you get a little stuck and you're not sure what to do, we do have this tour button right here, which will literally walk you through from your studio dash to show you exactly how to get started, even from like a very basic just signed up, how do I get started? So it'll even go over like your taxes and picking a lab and all of that kind of stuff. Which is really cool. And then if you need like another resource, we have something that's called guide.photoday.io, which is a step-by-step process too to get you started. So if you get stuck there, it's all listed out like, oh, what was she saying again about advanced pay credits? Boom, just click on advanced pay and it just walks you through with images. I'm a very visual person, so I do like seeing that. But yeah, once you guys start generating those sales, not only can you be reminded daily with a daily order summary, but you'll see your latest orders populate over here where you can click on the order to see what was ordered. And then you can also see the tracking information, which is really nice. And you can see if they use an advanced pay credit, but you can also generate that stuff in your report section, which is a whole other webinar. But there's a lot of details in that. But yeah, if I have a live gallery and if I add a discount, will it alert folks who haven't reviewed the gallery? It will not alert them, but if you want to add a discount and you want them to be aware that you're having a flash sale, in addition to just adding that promo, that is a custom SMS, and that is something that you can coordinate with us in the bubble down here, you can just say, hey, I want to go ahead and do a flash sale for this gallery, and we'll send you to a form and coordinate with you on the copy to get that deployed to all your customers, to let them know that you're doing a special promo for a gallery that you have live. But yeah, that's a great question, Laura. Yeah. All right, guys, any more questions, concerns, taco suggestions, anything like that? Thanks for hanging out with me for the past hour, going over group and public galleries. If you have any more questions, or if you need help with anything, feel free to reach out. But until next time, or Friday, because me and Lisa will be doing a photo day weekly in our Facebook user groups. If you guys aren't members, feel free to join. We'll be going over promos again, as well as private galleries, and we'll be going over like different poses as the season starts to kick off. Lisa's making fajitas, so if you guys want to head on over there, you all have her email now, so you can go ahead and reach out to her about that. But yeah, until next time, guys, thanks for hanging out, and it was great. Talk to you soon. Bye.